I think we should have an Avengers Assemble movie. We already got Michael. Okay, now we got Leatherface. Just bring back Freddy, do Freddy right, and resurrect Jason. Whoo! Can you imagine that? What a way to start my morning, seeing Leatherface disfigure, dismember, decapitate, and just murk motherfuckers. What a way to start my morning. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, I believe this is a sequel to the first one, I guess. So this dropped on Netflix this morning. Didn't have any high hopes for it. The Texas Chainsaw Massacre is probably one of the most inconsistent horror franchises because there's just nothing there to hold it together. You can make the same argument for Elm Street, but at least sometimes the movies tie in together. There's something that connects the series. There's nothing that connects the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. I adored the first one. Okay, the second one was like, what the fuck was that? I gotta rewatch the second one again, but that second one was crazy. I never watched Leatherface, the third one. I didn't watch the remakes yet, but I heard the remake was pretty good. And then there was a movie released a couple of years ago called Leatherface. It was just called Leatherface. It was about his origin, I guess. So and there's even one with Matthew McConaughey. But I've only watched 2, 3. This is the fourth Chainsaw movie that I watched. I had low expectations for this. Actually, I was expecting a rant on this shit. I'm actually like playing in my head how I'm gonna shit on this movie. And as I hit play, and I watched it, by the way, no spoilers here, but it's a fucking slasher movie. What the fuck do you expect? He kills motherfuckers. Is that a spoiler? So I hit play. I just want to take you through my facial expressions, my journey watching this movie, right? So I hit play, right? And I'm looking like, okay, let's go. And as the movie goes forward, I'm like, okay. Ho, ho, ho. Get him a body bag! By the time this movie was over, I was entertained. I got my money's worth. Yo, I would have paid to see this in the theater, y'all. Like, I dug Halloween Kills, even though a lot of people didn't like it, but I dug Halloween Kills. If you follow my channel, if you know my taste, I love a good slasher movie. I don't care if it's dumb. I just do what a slasher movie is supposed to do. And Halloween Kills did that, and this movie, I think, kind of did it better because it gets right to the fucking point. You know what I mean? Halloween Kills, sometimes it spent too much time exposition, too much time trying to set shit up, and the relationships between the characters, I don't care about that. I just want to see Michael Myers murk motherfuckers, you know. But Leatherface gets right to the fucking point. And I will say, okay, so the plot of this movie, right, is these kids, or no, they're not kids. Well, they're I don't know what the fuck they are, but anyway, they go into this new town, this plaza that's in the middle of fucking nowhere in Texas, and they want to open up some shops and restaurants and whatnot. But who the fuck is gonna go there? Like, outside of this little area, there's no houses or apartments or nothing. It's in dusty ass Texas. Okay, I don't know who the fuck's gonna go there. And led by, of course, the brother who has a white girl by his side. Nothing wrong with that. And they go to this town and I guess they bought a house, right? They bought some property. But come to find out, they don't officially own this property yet. And there's an old lady that lives there. She used to run an orphanage, right? Creepy looking old lady, but she did nothing wrong. She's innocent. It's her house. And they pretty much put her out of her house. So gentrification, but this time reversed, okay? They put this lady out of her house, and she has one person that's staying with her the last of her kids, which is Leatherface. That's why I'm confused. Like, okay, is this a direct sequel to the first movie? Because it seems like the only thing that holds us to the first movie is the Scream Queen from the first one, who now is Jamie Lee Curtis in this one. She's Laurie Strode, but she's no fucking Laurie Strode, but she's in here, and she's like the Leatherface expert. She's a badass now. She's full out Sarah Connor and wants to kill this nigga. But anyways, they put this old lady out of her house, and Leatherface was minding his own business. He was sitting in his rocking chair in the basement, not bothering nobody. These people come, and they put the man out of his house. So what the fuck do you think he's gonna do? He's gonna start getting the chainsaw and start carving motherfuckers up? Duh. Yeah, I don't know where, I don't know what the fuck I did Cosby for. So yeah, that was the only thing that was keeping Leatherface sane. You know, he was dormant. The chainsaw was gone for years. They bring him back. They summon back this maniac. So really, Leatherface is not evil. He's not the villain in this movie. These kids are. They're the villains. So the whole time I'm watching this, I'm rooting for Leatherface to kill every single one of them. And I said I wasn't going to go into spoilers, but he kills a lot of people in this movie. Okay, so this is the definition of a slasher movie. If you this movie's not gonna be for everybody, but if you love slasher movies, this is your movie. Okay, it checks off everything. Dumbass characters you want to see gone, check. Badass fucking slasher, check. Crazy, ridiculous, deliciously fun kills, check. Okay, it checks off everything. It takes place in Texas. There is a chainsaw and there is a massacre. Now, I love the first movie, but a massacre is when you kill a whole bunch of motherfuckers, all right, at one time. And, of course, there's really no massacre in the first movie, but it's still a fucking classic. I love it. It's one of the best horror movies ever. But you get a massacre here. The director said, okay, it's called the Chainsaw Massacre. Let's give him a massacre. Man, we talk about let the bodies hit the floor. Okay, this was my kind of movie. I enjoyed it. I ain't gonna take much more of your time. I can only stay a minute. But this movie gave me everything that I wanted in a slasher joint, and I had no business liking this movie as much as I did. I was expecting to shit on it, but I can't. And as far as gripes go, there's no gripes. Okay, you can talk about how stupid the characters are, the stupid things that they do. It's a slasher movie. They're supposed to do dumb shit. When have you ever seen a good slasher movie where the motherfucker was smart? Unless they survived at the end, like a Nancy Thompson or a Laurie Strode. Of course, you don't have either of them in this movie. I mean, you have, excuse me, you have great value Laurie Strode, which was a scream queen, and which is the last time we saw her, she was doing this shit. Hit her, Grandpa, get the bitch, you know, because Leatherface has to be at least 70, because if this is a sequel from the first movie, right, that took place in the 70s. And he had to have been at least in his 30s at the time. So he's got to be 30, 40, 50, 60, 70. That motherfucker got to be in his 80s. I don't know what they're putting in the water with him and Michael Myers. And he's definitely human. He can bleed and get cut and get fucked up and all that. But somehow he's able to still be young and vibrant. You know, it must be because he's eating organic meat. I don't know. But yeah, y'all, this movie was a good time. I highly recommend it. It's on Netflix right now. Check it out. Watch it with a group of friends. Get some popcorn, order some pizza, and enjoy this shit. This is what a slash movie is supposed to be, goddammit. B+ is what I got for the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Best Chainsaw Massacre movie I've seen since the OG, but I gotta go back and watch the remake because I heard some good things about the remake. But yeah, compared to the other ones, yeah, this is it. This is it. Okay. Yeah, the kills, amazing. Like, that motherfucker is surgical with this damn chainsaw, okay? He does things with a chainsaw that you know what I'm saying? Like, there's something out of a fucking comic book where, like, Boomerang or some shit, like, this dude can do all kind of tricks and shit with his chainsaw. He's a master at this shit. And one last thing I want to say, okay? Kevin Feige said that Endgame was the last Avengers movie. Fuck it, okay? Because I can't see none of these new cats being any Avengers that I would really root for. I'm sorry. But okay, I think we should have an Avengers Assemble movie. We already got Michael. Okay, now we got Leatherface. Just bring back Freddy, do Freddy right, and resurrect Jason. Whoo, can you imagine that? I mean, I feel like Halloween and Halloween Kills and now Chainsaw Massacre is like setting up a fucking slasher verse. And we need that right now. Just bring back Freddy, bring back Jason, hell, even throw Chucky in that motherfucker, and even Candyman, you know what I'm saying? Yo, that'll be some crazy shit. The slasher Avengers. Fuck the regular Avengers, man. Give me the slasher Avengers. Word. So yeah, B+ is what I got for Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Have y'all seen the movie? What did you think about it? Comment freely below. Let me know what you think. If you like and dig this content, hit that like and subscribe notification bell in the corner. This is Rashad G signing out. See you in the next video.